Hello out there, YouTube. What's going on, guys? It is D Dun here, the most chill COD player, and I'm bringing some more Advanced Warfare. This is a double DNA bomb, not just one but two DNA bombs with the ARX Steel Bite, the Elite ARX, which kind of sucks, and it's not as good as the Hole Puncher, but it's an Elite for some reason. But for some reason, I don't really remember why, I decided to hop in a ground war and picked up this game. Like I said, a double DNA bomb with the ARX Steel Bite, and yeah. Oh yeah, and I remember 107 kills. Yeah, so 100 kills, double DNA bomb, pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoy it. Today we have a very serious topic at hand, and I'm sure you guys have heard about it. So I just thought I would give my thoughts on it, and also let you guys know that there's actually some positivity that's coming out of this. So basically what I'm talking about here is the Charleston church shooting. This happened a couple weeks ago. So in Charleston, South Carolina, at the Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church, which is the oldest quote unquote, I guess you call it, black church, where the majority of the excuse me, the majority of the congregation is African American, and it is one of the oldest churches. It's gone through the original slavery movement, the civil rights movement, and still exists today. But Dylan Roof, a 21-year-old kid, decided that he felt like he had to I don't really know. He just felt like he had to kill people, and he felt like he had to kill them because they were black. So apparently he went into this church, actually participated in a Bible study group, and they were sitting around discussing for, I think, survivors said for like an hour, before he started to disagree with what they were saying, and eventually the disagreement led to him pulling out a gun and oh, excuse me. And he just said that he had to do it. He said like he felt like he had to do it. He had, I think, a 45, and he ended up killing, I believe it was 10 people. Or no, he killed 9. He wounded a 10th. And his quote from the survivors was, he said, "I have to do it. You rape our women, and you're taking over our country, and you have to go." And at that point is when he started shooting. He reloaded his gun 5 times, so assuming that it was like a 6-shot revolver, shot 30 times, killed 9 people, like I said. You know, that's really pretty much all you can say about the actual shooting itself. You know, obviously, you know, bringing a gun with extra ammunition, he had intent, he had an idea of what he was going to do, but to do it at such an iconic place for the black community is what made this, I think, such a big deal. What really made people take notice. I'm sorry guys, I have a sore throat, so I'm trying to make it through this commentary, but the fact that it was at this church where so many historic things have happened in the civil rights and the you know, equal rights for black people in their movement, it was really tragic, and it really brought a lot of attention to it from the media. And there's actually, though, some things happening in response to this. Now, I don't really know why exactly they started to do this or focus on this one thing, but people are finally, and I don't know why it would take people this long to do this, but they are finally starting to realize that the Confederate flag is a symbol of negativity and racism and hate. And so after the shooting, because of this shooting, and I'm sure you can look it up, there are pictures of him on the internet, like, you know, he's draped himself in the Confederate flag and everything. Dylan Roof, the shooter, that is. You know, it's like people have finally been like, oh wow, well maybe, you know, the symbol of the Confederate flag actually does harbor a lot of hate with it. And so anyway, after the shooting, as a result, in South Carolina where the shooting occurred, they're removing the Confederate flag from all of the government buildings. In addition to that, Walmart has stated after this event that they will no longer be selling merchandise with the Confederate flag on it, and even NASCAR, which is like the biggest like Southern rednecks sport that you can think of, is the company NASCAR is trying to take a stand and remove the Confederate flag from its stadiums and from its events and stuff. And this is kind of a big deal because a lot of people for a really long time have argued that it is their right to represent their history and to be proud of their heritage. And I agree that you can be super proud of your heritage. You can support your lineage. If your family fought and died in the Civil War for the Confederates, and you're proud of them standing up for what they felt was right, okay, that's cool. But that does not mean that your symbol, being the Confederate flag, is not a negative symbol of hate and bigotry. It's a symbol of racism. It's a symbol of thousands and thousands, probably even millions of people being oppressed for hundreds of years. Even after slavery was abolished, you still had the struggle for civil rights. And it all started because of the group of states known as the Confederacy, who removed themselves and seceded from the Union in order to protect, what they felt was their right to have slavery, and their, obviously it would have affected their economy greatly. And so they did what they felt like they had to do. But the symbol of that and all of the negativity behind it was the Confederate flag. And again, you have someone who has taken upon themselves to murder 9 innocent people in the name of racism, and you see him wrapped up in the Confederate flag. And I don't understand how you cannot help but think that this is just a pure symbol of hate, and that it has to go. And like I said, if you want to be proud of your heritage, then by all means be proud of your heritage. But if your heritage is wrapped in a cloak of hatred, slavery, bigotry, and just absolutely nothing positive, then it needs to stay in the past. So that's really the core of what I want to talk about today, and to let you guys know that there are places that are removing the Confederate flag and taking a stand against the very obvious racist uh, racist symbol. But I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. So do me a favor in the comments section, or hit me up on Twitter. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Make sure to check all the links below in the description. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you hated it, then dislike it and just leave me a comment why. Make sure to check out, like I said, all the links. And if you're new and enjoy my content, subscription is always appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.